Juanki speaker, testing from the Juanki speaker. We meet again. Here we are, Monday night, MLK, and I got a little story for you. We're holding 30 seconds and then I'm going in. Hello, my beautiful people. If you have stumbled upon my channel, I am Juanki and welcome to my world. Drop a bomb on that and cue the applause. Hello, Naris21. How are you doing on this MLK observation day? Is that observing? Yeah, as we observe. Let me tell you, I believe this is the first year that I can remember where there has been no acknowledgement whatsoever from the White House regarding Martin Luther King's Day. Drop a bomb on that. But are we surprised? We shouldn't be surprised. We are living in Nazi Germany. We are living in Nazi Germany and we're all Jews. Drop a bomb on that. Today was Martin Luther King. Remember when was it, a few months ago? Orange Man signed a thing saying that he was going to release the files. Well, no, we don't need the MLK files. He will forever be who he is to us in our eyes. What we need released is the Epstein files, the Trump Epstein files. That's what we need released. That's the paperwork that needs to be out there unredacted. Unredacted. New York City is still under a blanket of snow. And I'm assuming the next few days is going to be a cold ice box where the heart used to be, I guess. Anyway, if you have stumbled upon my channel, I come live every single night. At some point, I'm going to call out, and it's going to hurt me. It's going to hurt me a lot. But we're not looking, thinking, or talking about that time, that date, that moment just yet. I come live, and I give you something from the cornucopia that it is this channel. If I sound a little delirious, it's because I am. I'm extremely tired. I just took a warm shower. My hair is all wet and promiscuous. I'm wearing a nice white tee and some boxer briefs. And I'm here ready to read. The posting goes, I lied about having a partner during the interview and I got the job. Drop a bomb on that. I, female, lied about having a partner during the interview. I did not think I would get this job and I was doing multiple interviews at once. I had been getting rejected for being truthful and I just decided to not be emotionally attached during the interview and lied through my teeth. Drop a bomb on that. The company seemed like a family-oriented company and I thought that it would make me relatable. But now I'm feeling guilty and stressed out because they keep asking about weekend plans with my partner and want to know about the partner. I was planning on having a fake breakup in June, but it seems like a really long time to keep up with the lie. This is not a shit post and I am not a bot. I'm not sure what to do. Thanks. And then she writes an update. Update. Thank you all for the suggestions. Some were really funny. Haha. I have learned my lesson and will not lie again. I will try to set boundaries and to not add on to the lie. Just to clarify, I did not lie about my qualifications or experience. They did a background check. And I am not lying on this post and I am not a bot. Okay, so this female went into an interview and lied about her personal life. Okay, drop a bomb on that. All right, and she's feeling ways about it. Now she's in there. She don't know what to do. Girl, you got the job by all means necessary, and you didn't lie about your qualifications, which is the hardest part. Like that would have been the worser of the two. If you had lied about your qualifications or your skill set, and then you get the job, and then you are going crazy because you don't know what the F you're doing. I know a little someone who has maybe bent a couple of truths here and there. But once he got the opportunity to prove himself, he proved himself. He did, you know, workshops and research and just studied the things and learned the things and then was able to do the things. This thing about lying about having a partner. Well, I'm surprised at the interview that a professional interview went to such a personal level. Hello, Miss Nubiology. How are you doing, Miss Nubiology? Are you counting the clock? Let me see if you know, Miss Nubiology. I let me ask you: is something really fun happening for you and your husband in about 90 days? In about 90 days, Miss Nubiology, will you have to whip out some red and prance around in some type of red attire? Let me know. Okay, so this person lied. Listen, I'm surprised that our interview went that personal. I don't know how that would have crossed. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. I see it. I see. Yes, Lord. Oh, Miss Nubiology. I sent Naris 21. So a potential. I am in bed now watching. Yes, Miss View, just drift off and you could pick me up tomorrow. Miss Nubiology. I sent Naris 21. A potential outfit. A potential outfit. And this heifer hoe had the nerve to say to me that it was giving slut with a T at the end, with a hard T. It was giving slutty, and it was that's what you want to do. What do you mean? No, this is couture. This is not slutty. This was couture. He said it was giving slut. If that's what I want to do. Okay, this is my friends. This is how they support me and encourage me. Anyway, going back to this interview, I'm surprised that this interview went personal. Listen, and she's a female. It wouldn't be the first time, nor the last time that people lie in interviews. Heck, people lie on resumes all the freaking time. Right now, they have AI creating the resumes and stuff. Um, I have been known to alter some things in corporate America to make myself more appealing. Unfortunately, in corporate America, when you are a minority, you have to work double, sometimes triple, as hard as your white masters. I mean, your white counterparts. And so, so yeah, keeping your personal business like things like, oh, do you have a girlfriend? Do you have a, they're not gonna straight up and ask you have a boyfriend. To me, that I never was confronted with are you gay or you straight. But you had to omit a couple of things, or you had to fudge the truth here and there just so you could be more relatable. I had a job where management really didn't want to take me seriously, even though I was in management, because I didn't have any kids. Drop a bomb on that. Because I didn't have any kids. Like they would be, uh, that will come up often. Like, oh, well, you don't have any kids, so you don't know what it is. So, because I was supervising a group of people, and my director would tell me, it's like, they're like children. Oh, that's right, you don't have any children. Like, okay, but the fact that I don't have any children doesn't mean that I don't know how to manage people or have the experience. So you know what I had to do in my next job? I gave myself a child. Drop a bomb on that. Miss View, I didn't give myself a child. I gave me twins. Drop a fucking bomb on that. Oh, yes. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it. I got with, I think it was a cousin's nieces. Yes, that remove. I got with them. They were like maybe like 3 years old. I threw each one in a shoulder, one on each arm, and I said, take a picture. And I took several numerous of pictures, Miss View, and it looked like I'm standing there with these two twins that they happen to look like me, by the way. They have my skin tone, and you can, if you squinted hard enough, it could go like it was my. So I printed out those pictures. Hulk doesn't even know the story. And I had them on my desk. And it was the best fucking thing I could have done. Baby, when I tell you I got Happy Father's Day, yes, Miss View, I did it. I'll show the picture. I don't give a F. Those kids are grown now. I'll show the picture. I have it somewhere in one of my hard drives. I used to have those pictures and thing. And then, because then it was, I needed to have an exit strategy because I left that job. And like several jobs later, I ran into somebody from that job, and they were like, "Oh, how are you twins?" and all that. And I had to give them the, oh, it turned out that they were not mine. Drop a fucking bomb on that. Yeah, the babies were not mine. We had to have the paternity test, and it turned out that that bitch was cheating on me. Baby, I was living my own soap opera. I was writing it daily. And it was the best. It was the best. Having twins was the best because I could get them sick any fucking day of the week. Whenever I didn't want to go over there, whenever I didn't want to go over there, oh yeah, no, the twins are not feeling well, and it's my turn to stay home with them. And I did. This is like 3 jobs ago. This is like 3 jobs ago. I used those fucking kids like it was nobody's business. And here's the thing: didn't feel bad about it. Did not feel bad about it. Miss View says, plus everyone thought that I smoked and I didn't, but I took my smoker's break. Whenever the smokers went out, I went out. Fuck that. That's right. If y'all want to get personal, which y'all shouldn't be getting personal, right? If y'all want to be getting personal and all that shit, I'm going to use it to my advantage. I use those kids. Those kids got sick. Every quarter, there was a day that those kids needed me home. Oh, she's throwing up. She has diarrhea. The nana won't take her today. They return her from the daycare. I have to go pick her up. All of that. And like I said, I had the pictures on the desk. And to this day, I couldn't even tell you what those kids' names were. It is like I wouldn't even I couldn't pick those girls out of the night. They were twins. I know they were twins. But I was like, listen, if I'm gonna do this, it's gonna be. I'm gonna have to Juanki Pro this. I wasn't gonna give me one. I gave me 2. And you know why I did it too, Miss View? Because this was around the time. And I was young, so it looked like I was a young father, Miss View. This was around the time, and I was a young father, and I didn't. We weren't all living together. That was my whole story. But this was around the time that the markets were crashing, and there was like people were getting laid off and stuff like that. And I said, okay, this is gonna be real good because if I give myself twins, and I work in a small office, it was like 15 people. If I give myself twins and it's time to lay off people, they're gonna think twice before they lay off the single father of twins that's trying to support them. Drop a fucking bomb on that. And I'm telling you, as God is my witness today, I feel nothing about it. If I could do it back again, I will give me triplets. Okay, I will find triplets and take even more pictures and videos. Okay, I feel nothing because these people get in these high positions and they think that you're supposed to live your life the way that they want you to live your life. Okay, they think that their family unit is the blueprint, and everybody's supposed to be doing that. And they feel like you're supposed to stand there and listen to the stories. And do we want to have a play date? And why don't we go to the park this weekend? I don't give a F. I don't care for children. I don't want any. Okay, I like my money. I like my time. I like to travel. I like to be selfish with me and Hulk. Okay, I love my niece. I spoil her to death, but I can turn her back to her mama whenever I'm full and done and through. Drop a bomb on that. Miss View said, school days, babysitting didn't come. They have colds, and I do too. I could care less. I don't either. I am not a kid person, so I was good. Exactly. And you know what the funny thing about us not wanting to raise kids, Miss View, is that we are so great with children. Oh, I know you are, Miss View. We are so great. We get on the floor. We do the baby talk. Oh, so cute. But the part that I love the most is that after 2-3 hours or half hour, I can turn around and turn it into somebody and walk the F away. Drop a bomb on that. Okay? I don't. I don't care for it. First of all, I'm not gonna be able to be with them and protect them. And we see the type of America this man is creating for the future generations. I'm not going to end up in the front of the newspaper because somebody did something to my child and then I had to an eye for an eye, and a neck for a neck and an arm for an arm and a hot transmission across the backs. You know what I'm saying? Miss View says, my cousins that are little ones refuse to leave when they come over 3, 5, 6, and 8. Oh, you have a whole village. That's a whole tribe. I don't know. I have a little niece. She's, I think she's 3 this year. She's 3. Um, and oh my God, she just doesn't stop moving. I tell her mom, I'm like, she has not stopped moving. She cannot stand still. She's just moving. She's rolling on the floor. She's watching this is channel with the cartoons, and they're African American cartoons. So she loves them. Like she's like into them. Gracie's Corner, I think it's called Gracie's Corner, which is it's so smart and so good for children. I love it. But it's like, oh my God, how many times am I gonna hear the wheels on the bus go round, round, around, the hip hop version, over and over and over? It's like it never ends. Like, oh my goodness, they move fast. They smell. They smell because they're sweating. They're all rolling all over the place. You give them a shower, and within like 2, 3 hours, they already, rolling and all. Like I cannot. I'm okay. I'm good. I'm good. Then you got to deal with diapers and stuff like that. No. But in conclusion, I lied about having a partner during their interview, and I got the job. And now she's trying to figure out how to get out of it. Girl, you don't have to get out of it. You don't have to. She sounds like a younger girl. You don't have to give an explanation to people. You know what I mean? Like I learned that later on in my career. If I don't want to hear about your fucking kids at the water cooler, excuse me, let me just get some water, and that's it, and that's it, and that's it. Oh, what did you do this weekend? Oh, just a second, I gotta get in this call. I'll be right back. I gotta get in this call real quick, and then that's it. And I would just go. Whenever I saw them walking by, I would just get on my phone and talk to myself on the phone. Like I don't know absolutely no explanation. I get paid to do this job to the best that I can, to the satisfaction of these people, so I could get this check every bi-weekly or whatever the case may be. That's it. That's it. I don't give a damn about the kids, what you did this weekend, none of that. But I sure will get me some if I see that the people on top, the people making choices, or a recession and a layoff is coming. Oh, secure the job by all means necessary. With that said, I want to thank you for coming through. Naris 21, Miss Viewers Review, Nubiology, 90 days and counting. And Miss View, I'm going to send you a picture of one of my selections. Naris said it was slutty. He said, if that's what you want to do, he said, it's giving swinger vibes. Swinger vibes? You insane? Let me tell you something. Absolutely not. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, have a good night. I will see you guys tomorrow. Peace.